if we lose the ability to appreciate, to really appreciate what's around us, we forget about it.
It was just kind of a cloud nine experience for me the first time I came here. It was like nothing I'd ever experienced before. It's a beautiful garden, but I think the story of why it exists and its purpose and its founders are so unique.
It's really quite amazing that two Elizabeths with passions for gardening but a different approach to it lived on the same street, the same residential street in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Let's see, they started in 1927. So what does that make it? Yeah, 93 years that property's been there. I'm Andrea Sprott, and I'm the garden curator here at the Elizabeth Lawrence House and Garden. And it's the property that was owned and designed by, gardened in, written about by Elizabeth Lawrence, who was an amazing, and still is to me, an amazing woman. And she actually said it best when she said to a woman who once came here to visit and said, oh, well, I can go back to my friend and I can say, well, I've seen the famous Elizabeth Lawrence's garden. And Elizabeth said to her, you haven't seen my garden, you've only seen it today. And that is still the case.
And people come here and they say, this is amazing. I had no idea these women had such vision and were so knowledgeable. And I feel like I'm stepping back in time. And I think people are starving for that right now.
For Elizabeth Lawrence, it was plants, it was flowers that fascinated her. But for Elizabeth Clarkson, it was songbirds. And from her observing the songbirds and appreciating their rhythms of life, the whole world of Winghaven Garden and Bird Sanctuary came from that one fascination with songbirds.
Elizabeth Clarkson was such a gentle spirit. I think you'd have to be to bond with birds the way that she did. And her garden is gentle still to everyone who walks through. It's open and it's like receiving a hug when you walk through these little pathways and have the trees kind of surround you. And I think that's a unique feeling for a city like Charlotte, to have a space where you don't need to be anything or do anything in particular to enjoy it. You can just sit, and that's really special.
Both properties are very different. They're an extension of the creators of the properties. So they're very personal, but they're very welcoming.
Winghaven is a very special place where when people come, they find some kind of, it's peaceful. It's very, very peaceful place to come to visit.
I think this place is an ode to nature, and nature living in a, like within, in a city. It's like an oasis, I think. Working with kids here is a blessing. It's like the best place we can be playing. We have all the elements around us. We have a beautiful space. Everything is just, it's like the perfect playground.
There's something that both Elizabeth infused in their properties that make the pulse of both properties beat a little slower. And it's calming.
So there's something special here that it's hard to describe, and it's an individual thing, I think. But I think this garden provides something for everybody. And who are we to decide what that is, but they find their niche and they keep coming back.
All of the life, it just teems with life, and all of that life points us toward some sort of truth or wisdom that the Clarksons held in their own hearts, and we can experience or reflect upon while we're here.
It makes me appreciate everything. We're connected with everything on the planet. We're part of it, and we forget that.